Later, brother.
Later, love you, man.
Go through. Hey, parked right in front of my apartment there. Are y'all ready to ride? All right, let's go get our gear. All right, we are in. Hang on, let me step over the line here. Hagerstown, Maryland. These just yard tracks. And they'll go up. If they gotta break some cars off and put some on, they'll come on these lines. But here's part of a little bitty yard they got here, but the two main lines are over there. If they're coming in just for a crew change and not have to work cars, they'll come over here where we are. There's a bunch of graffiti on that, 'cause that's a yellow box, our box, so see, that helps when I'm looking over 100 foot or beyond. What's that? Shim? Sklim? Yeah, it's about 40 degrees today. That's supposed to be another big storm on Christmas. There's another derail in Roanoke on the exact same track, the exact same mile, right in the same spot that they had one 2 months ago. I think they lost 3 or 4 cars. There's a big lumber mill. There's the boys. Yeah, a lot of people left comments on my last video about they weren't going to rest until they seen Cliff's dog. Here he is, all safe and sound. Every dog I've ever seen out on the rails, who rides the rails, gets to the car before we do. You know how a dog sticks his head out the window when he's in a vehicle? Dogs do the same thing on a train. They'll pull you trying to get there, trying to get to the car and hop up on. Hey girl, hey girl, hey.
1, 2, 3, 4, oh, you say.
Well, that place we were, a little bit too out in the open. So we moved down a little bit. It's been years since I've been down here physically where we're at now. There's somebody named Scum.
Yeah, I've seen him 4 years ago.
9/19. I quit putting the date on my tags.
Don't do that.
Somebody came up the same day a cop did and tried to charge me with graffiti because that date was on it, that it was fresh off the grain train. I can't read that. That
There's
graffiti letters.
shit.
Test.
It's like N-A-E-S-S. Fresh off the grain.
These newer kids, they like doing it in that graffiti bubbles. Good thing is, back in the day, you'd always see these scrap yards like this, and there'd be all kind of lumber you could bring for your fire, like in Spokane, Washington. But the tracks are just right over here. See, underneath the bridge, there ain't no snow or no melting snow to deal with. see the yard right down here. See, I have to wear my glasses to see that far down. I thought I heard a train horn. But the CSX yard, there's a small CSX yard right up here. It goes off, it turns that way, and then their tracks run kind of along these, but at a little slight different angle. And they go on out towards Cumberland, or link up in Cumberland, Martinsburg. It's about 41 degrees, so the snow's getting rotten. What y'all home bums doing down under my bridge, biatch?
This is my home bum spot. Watch out now. I've been guarding this bridge for 15 years.
Yeah.
This is my brother. I've been here 15 years. I don't want no train riders coming up under my bridge.
Yes, Baz, man. When was your first ride?
My first ride was back in August of 2015, I believe. It was out of Dallas. I was at a homeless shelter in Dallas. I was going through depression. I'm having suicidal tendencies. I just got out of a bad divorce. I was married for this woman about 7 years. I lost everything in a marriage, and now I'm homeless. Two backpackers came through Dallas, and I'm like, dude, I don't care where you going, which way you going, how you get there. Just I don't want to be here anymore. And so this was years ago. And we jumped on a train and ended up in Texarkana, Arkansas. And ever since then, I was hooked. We went from Arkansas and just kept heading east. And eventually, it just became a lifestyle. I didn't know how to feed myself. I didn't know how to talk to people. I had social anxiety. And now, look at me, 8 years later. It's my lifestyle. What really got me started out here riding trains, it was depression. It was not wanting to be where I was at. It was a change of scenery. It was something new in my life, and I needed something new. I didn't just wake up one day and thought it was fun. I didn't just say, hey, let me just go jump on trains for shits and giggles. I just didn't want to be where I was at in the situation I was in. And now, it's all fun and games until the train stops.
There's pony tagging. Dry it out.
You got to take the fuck out of it. Like you say, took me a minute to get out of pocket.
That's the norm for those now.
Here's my tag, everyone.
Alrighty, the bass tagger.
I'll try to zoom in a little. All right, well, here's Cliff, or more as Pony, out here in on the rails.
Cold ass motherfucker, I know what you get me out of.
When was your first ride, Pony?
If I remember correctly, I think it's the spring of '89, buddy. Coming out of Georgia to where did we go? Georgia, the end of Georgia, down to Waycross from around Dalton area.
2012.
And
August 2012.
that was my first cold ride, anyway.
So did you know from right then you'd be doing it from then on?
No, I didn't. Actually, I didn't, but it come on pretty good after that. Just loved it and kept on doing it. And I'm screwed around, let it soak too long, got married for a couple of years, went back to it.
Same here.
And I'm gonna revise,
I didn't know. Me and Pony started riding the same.
and I'm gonna revise mine. I just got my Facebook verification. It was August 2012. And I jumped on the Grainer train with these two Oogles, and one is Crazy Dave from Roseville, he's home from there, and another one was named Samson. And I was in a homeless shelter in August 2012, and I was suffering from a lot of suicidal tendencies and depression. And when these two backpackers came through, I was like, man, just take me anywhere, and I'll go with them. So we went to a yard in Dallas, jumped on the Grainer train, and I swear, when we got to Texarkana, we just kept getting like caught and seen and running. I had a runaway backpack filled with clothes, and I didn't know what to. Yeah, I didn't know what to take out here. I didn't know you needed water and tarps and sleeping bags, and I just had a backpack full of clothes, and I learned about 2 trains in. It was my learning experience, not to be running around with shampoo and all this cleaning stuff and all that.
What year was it? We met.
We met in 2016.
Oh, been that long?
Or 2015, 2016.
Oh, that's right. My hand was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I met you in Shreveport in 2016.
That's right.
And ever since that first train, I got the adrenaline kind of rush, kind of like the excitement from it, just seeing the landscaping pass, and I never been on a train before. It was exciting, and as soon as I got off, I'm like, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know it was all fun and games until the train stops, because now I'm hungry. And back then, I didn't know about flying signs and asking people for money. I had social anxiety. I couldn't talk to nobody. Now you can't shut me up. But I didn't know about stuff off Facebook Spain, and I asked my family and called them up for money. It wasn't until I kept running to other travelers and seeing them make money, flying signs and stuff like that, and what to even put on the cardboard to even ask anybody for anything. So it was a little bit later until I actually got the lifestyle down. But yeah, after 2 years later, I just start setting goals for myself, setting locations for myself, so I don't have to stop doing this because I liked it so much, and to keep myself going. And yeah, within my first 2 years, I've already been in all 48 states. That was August 2015. My first.
It's actually warm enough that I don't even have to wear a jacket. I've always been hot-natured. You can tell how warm it is. See, the rails don't have any snow right up against them. See how that snow's melted away from the tracks, because that steel absorbs that heat, so they'll be a little bit warmer than the air that melts off that steel. Conducts temperature a lot better. Let's see if we can find anybody else's tag. There's some firewood. Found a whole hard pallet over here. There's an old felt blanket. I don't see any more, but yeah, a yard right down there. I looked at the end of the car that's down in the yard. There's a rail R box down there. It's got the angle cock turned on it. That yellow one with the white graffiti on the side. So that's going to be a cut that's going to be picked up to go south later tonight. So if we don't catch here on the live main something crew changing, we'll just go down there and I zoomed in so far I couldn't, but that goes towards Harrisburg. I think it's auto rack. junk. Might be our train. He's got to hit that switch. Well, I hope the rest ain't auto wrecked. Got 3 rows, 3 decks of vehicles in there, 5 vehicles per floor. That one car will hold 15 brand new vehicles. Yeah, he's loaded too. He's got cars in there. You can barely see them through them little hoses. Actually, I can get in them when they're empty with the railroad spike and a railroad plate and ride, and it's not windy at all like you think. You can see them little hoses. Actually, you can stand up and walk in those. Yeah, it's GM. There's some green wood. I wonder if it really is green. Well, brand new, it's green. Beacon wood. Usually if you see a lumber car like that open one and box cars behind it, usually they're full with the same thing. They just didn't have a box car to put that wood in, so they used a spine car there. There's some sodium hydroxide. Yeah, it's loaded, that box car there. There's some more green wood. Boy, I hope we don't get a grainer. That shit's got like a foot of snow on each car. Well, the only way we can get this is an open box car. With all that wood on there, I doubt there are any open, empty box cars. They probably got a DTU somewhere in there too. Arbeck. It's kind of like the configuration on the train we rode up. I think that's some containers that haul trash. See those up top? It's like a tarp that rolls up and exposed. That's the hole in the top of those containers, and they just load them with trash. Yeah, that's a lot of snow on the ends of the cars. Look at that. Well, imagine rolling out, having that much snow. Trying to see where he's going, if he stayed on the main line or went down to the left. Yeah, he's going to the track where he can maybe take something off the front. Yeah, look at this snow. It'd be hard pressed to find a ride unless we kick all that off and slowly clean it off. Golly. Might be a home bum camp out here. Tracks leading. Now here comes some more. He ain't gonna pull up too much further, maybe another quarter mile. Oh, that's empty. That plug door. That's empty too. See the springs, how far apart they're stretched. Well, these ones on the back don't have snow on them. They must have put these on in another yard. Yeah, there's no snow at all, hardly. Well, those containers, them 48-foot containers. Well, that was a bad axle. Dirty face. Yeah, he must be going to take some off the front, because that front end of this train is already past that yard office. They're going to pull up to where he can cut him, break him. Come on, slow down with a boxcar right at us. Yeah, anytime you see an empty lumber car with a boxcar, that means them are empty usually. Yeah, that's empty. There's some maintenance away. He's coming to a stop now. Well, I'd hope he stops pretty soon. We'll go down and try to open that boxcar. Got a boxcar open. Yeah, we pushed and pushed and pushed and finally got this left door open. And Baz says, look at that. And that door was already open. But at least it's kept us from having to hop over the coupler. We got
pushing, busting it out, trying to get the door open. It took both of us to even slide the door.
Yeah. I pulled and he pushed. They're still crew changing. They may still shuck some cars, pick up and drop off. Y'all still on them phones? Yeah, God gifted us with a boxcar. High and dry. Now let's just hope it ain't a shake and bake. I'm gonna get back over here until we get going. God gave us a boxcar and then beat us to death in it. Yeehaw! I ain't been this happy since I caught out of Wilmer, Minnesota and got that train to Sioux City. I was happy. Yeah, we're still part of it back in the yard is why we're not going fast right now. Got to stretch the train out on the whole main before you can pick up. Virginia yard. A little foggy this morning. That's the stuff we came in on there. I'm just hoping he picks up and goes on. Well, we had the bell out of the yard of the train right here in the middle of Roanoke. Gotta walk off the yard again. Never been yarded here in Roanoke. It's a good walk out of here. This yard's supposed to be shut down, but yeah, we sitting since dawn, but we made record time. I just hope there ain't no. I don't think there's a crew on this. There's a little access road on the left, but that's the line we come in on the other day. Yeah, I heard sing something too. Oh, I thought that was a train.
It was.
Oh,
Right there.
oh shit. Hurry up then. Oh, that's a little shed. Okay. Yeah, we took the wrong road, officer. Yes, Your Honor, we were looking for a place to crash. I'm gonna switch hands. I'll catch up. Yeah, I thought I seen something blue. I didn't know they had them little yard dogs here like that. Shit. That's a big ass yard for here for Roanoke. It'll lead off property up to the left around that hill. Now I'll put this away. That's how it goes. Yeah, look at that. That big mound of scrap. Yeah, I should have had the camera going. Some guy drove up in a truck, asked did we know where we were. Like, yeah, we're trying to get off property as fast as we can. We are almost. If that bull catches me here, he's gonna let them go. Put me in jail. Oh God, I gotta switch hands with this bucket. Well, we made it off railroad property. Found a little
coffee and donuts.
Yeah. Found a little store. So we're gonna regroup and figure out what to do next. Well, this kind of the ghetto in Roanoke. We just had glass pot coffee. They don't even have the machine in there. But wait a minute, what is that over there? It's a black guy and an old white man over here. Go check this out, see if they need some help. Guys, you guys can't loiter back here.
Oh man, I've been loitering here for 15 years. Tell me I can't loiter here.
See behind you? That sign?
Got a ride coming
Oh.
from the top line.
I've been trespassing here for 15 years.
You gotta get over the fence to do it. Got a good friend we met, and actually lives like 2 blocks down from where I live in Johnson City. That's who gave us a ride to Bristol for this trip. Lawrence, in my last video, he's actually gonna come get us. So that's a good Christmas present. He's really anxious to see how our trip went. So we got about a 3-hour wait.
Let's roll big cigarettes.
Well, we come down to the family doll hair. What's up? Yeah, Lawrence. He's come pick us up. He's about an hour out now. We had to move and get in the sun and get somewhere where the address was where he could find us good. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. Warming up in the sun, huh? Get him, get him, get him. Ah, that sun feels good. Thawing our feet out. Yeah, too bad that train got yarded. We'd be in Bristol about right now. Whoa, isn't that lovely? Is that New Orleans house? I feel like Tarzan drop in on me. Yow. One thing I meant to add, if y'all had any questions or wanted to hear any stories or anything, in the description area of this video, I'm going to put Shabaz's email and Cliff's email in case you have anything you want to ask him. I'll add it to the description area.
We eat our lunch right out the can. No need to warm it up at night. Come out with cold drink.
These are crackers out the can.
Right?